So welcome everyone to My AI Live. Today is Wednesday, December 11th. My AI Live, we're getting together every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for the My AI training. We are helping you learn social media. We're showcasing the My AI system and how it can help you in all these different ways. We're also teaching you other ways of being able to start conversations, new ways of starting social media, ideas to build your business. And really what we want is to help you move the needle on your business. My philosophy is the same as Zig Ziglar's. If you help enough people get what they want, you will have what you want. So I don't worry about the thing like, oh, I want this and that, because if I get if I get all of you where you want to be, oh, that's going to be taken care of, right? I love that philosophy in building business because it creates collaboration, it creates cooperation. And it really helps with the synergy of a group of people working together, which is what I think we have here. So thank you everyone, first of all, for coming each day. It's so much fun to work with you and to help you reach your dreams. So today we're going back to your favorite subject. Now, anytime I say your favorite, you already know it's like, oh boy. We're going back to Reels. So we're going to talk about video, a little bit video again, okay? And so we've been talking a lot about the Whisper campaign of Eric Worre's. We've been talking a lot about how important it is to do the work in December to set your January correct, right? Ultimately, what you want to do is you want to come out of the gate, like Santa Anita racetrack, right? The horses are at the gate, they're ready to go. That thing pops open and boom, they're out the gate, right? We want to create our January and really be out of the gate, right? We want that momentum. And the cool thing is when you start off something that gives you a lot of momentum, it's easier to grow the momentum from there, right? To continue the momentum. But if you stop again, it's like, oh, I got to get the momentum again. So what we want to do is help you launch and get your momentum going. Now, here's the cool thing. There's a way to do that in December that will really help you in January a lot. And we're calling it the Whisper campaign. Eric Worre was the one who first kind of developed the thought of it. And there's lots of ways to do this. Essentially, what it is sowing seed to prepare conversations for the future date. Okay, it's sowing seed, preparing conversation for the future date. Now, a lot of you are very familiar with the term of sowing seed. Maybe you've lived in the Midwest or something where, you sow a seed. You're not going to go dig it up the next day and wait for it and be like, why aren't you a full stalk of corn with 6 ears on it or something, right? It takes time. And each time that we do a post, we have a conversation, we're saying things, we're making our videos and stuff like that. We are sowing seed out into the world to attract the tribe that we want to have with us. Okay. So with that thought in place, yesterday I challenged you to think about a challenge. It's kind of fun. I challenged you to think about a challenge. Okay. So something that you want to do in January, something that's important to you, right? So do you want to have a health challenge? Do you want to have an offer in January? Do you want to do a type of meeting in January? Whatever it is, right? So what is that? Okay. And through the month of December, you're going to start talking about that and sowing seed into that. Now, you're going to sow the seed through your posts. You're going to sow the seed through conversations that you're having with people. And some of those conversations may be, hey, what are you going to do in the new year? You were talking about losing weight. What's your plan in the new year for doing that? Notice I didn't say, hey, I have something in January to help you lose weight, when they haven't really talked about it a lot, this conversation. Like, that would be rude, right? Remember what they did to Tom? Hey, I'm selling this weight loss product you could use. It's like, don't do that. But what we can do is when we have the conversation, it's like, hey, how's your health? How are things going for you? Yeah, I've still been struggling, been trying this stuff and everything else. What are you planning on doing in January? Well, I'd like to do something. I'm not sure what to do. Well, there's some things I'm thinking about doing in January. I think I might do something. Hey, if I do, I'll let you know what that is. Maybe we could do something together. Oh yeah, that sounds great. No, notice no resistance to that. And what we're doing is sowing conversations without resistance, right? And when we sow those conversations without resistance, then when we actually have the conversation, hey, you remember the thing in December I was telling you about that you might want to do with me? Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. And what I'm thinking of is this, and this. Oh, yeah. And it brings them back to the point of feeling that no resistance, right? So essentially, that's what Eric Worre's principle in this is. Oh, by the way, Steve, thank you for the message. I'm going to do that. I haven't gotten a chance to text you yet, but yes. But that's not today's reel, but I am going to make a reel out of that. So thanks for the idea. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to show you a reel today, and this is actually back from December. So the cool thing is I do a lot of video, and I'm going to tell you a different way to do this for those of you who don't do a lot of video, okay? I just happen to, because I have a morning mindset training that I do every morning to help people see themselves as the leader that they want to be. So, you know, I have stuff to pull from. But here's the thing, you guys have stuff to pull from too that you may not realize. If you're doing a meeting for your team, and talking about something, you have things to pull from, right? You always have stuff to pull from if you're repurposing stuff that you're already doing. Like if you do one video, you can repurpose it to go to TikTok, you could do it to YouTube, you could do it to Facebook. So we want to repurpose them as much stuff as we can. But with this Whisper campaign, you may not have anything to repurpose for it. You may have to start from scratch, Vicky. I love you. So what we can do is talk about and start thinking about ideas. So if you're in health and wellness, some of the reels that you can do if you're going to do like a weight loss challenge or something like that would be like, imagine what it would feel like if you were actually at the weight you wanted to be. Imagine what it would feel like to be able to play with your grandkids. Imagine what it would feel like to walk and not hurt. Imagine what that would be like. What would that do for your life? You know, imagination, using the term imagination, then maybe talking a little bit about your story. No offer, no real offer, right? Talking about things that are important to you in this arena. So for my arena, I'll just kind of use mine for a minute. Mine is belief and confidence and seeing your worth and value. Like I came from a place that literally, if you would have saw me, you guys wouldn't even recognize me. I'm not kidding. Like I had no confidence, no belief in myself. I didn't feel any worth and value in myself. And I always wondered, and I remember even saying as a kid, it's like, God, why did you make me so wrong? What's wrong with me? You know, it was a really, really hard place to be. And so for me, I go back and talk to the person that I used to be, right? I want to help people that are struggling in any part of that arena. That's where my heart and passion is. So for me, if I'm going to do a challenge like a mindset, or you know, in January we do best year ever. We've done it 5 years now. You know, where we work on all 8 areas of our life and create our best year every single year, right? Um, me too, me too, Paul. Um, but so if I'm going to talk about this, I want to sow seeds about that right now and talk about how I used to feel not worthy, how I used to feel this. And because of doing the work, I've been able to really start seeing my own worth and value. And that's where everything in my life changed. If you ever watch reels, what you see is a lot of people talking about one little bit of information, right? They're not giving you the entire thing. They're not giving you the thing with the entire offer. They're giving you one bit of information, and they're giving you tons of reels about different things of information. So together, as you see this person over and over again, you're seeing a theme of who they are. Has everybody kind of gotten that by now when you've seen reels? Okay. So this is kind of the encouragement that we're going to give you. So when Deborah does a reel, Deborah right here, beautiful. So I say that smile. Girlfriend, you've got the most beautiful smile. It's just, it lights up everything. So when Deborah talks about her life in nursing, or her life in the military and the difference of now going after her business in serving and being so honored in that, and now getting to do her dream and talking about the things that she's overcome through that process. I'm not going to talk about Deborah's story. She can, but the things that she had to overcome in the process to have the joyful, happy life that she has now. It's one part of the story. So what I want you to think about today is there's a way to do this in your reel where you just talk about one part of your story. Okay. So Mike, Coach Mike, I know him really, really well, so I can use him. Coach Mike can go and make a video and say, for most of my life, I was really overweight and it hurt my self-esteem and it hurt these things. And what I've learned was as I started taking care of myself and as I started working on me, the inside of me, my health, and putting myself first in that area, my life has changed. I've lost 70 pounds and now I'm actually walking without pain and things. You can do this too. Be encouraged. It doesn't have to stay the way it is, and he can end it just like that. Now, if somebody sees 30, 40, or 50 different types of things of Mike saying that, they're going to get to know Mike really well, right? They're going to get to know kind of what Mike's about. So when the offer comes out in January, he's sown the seed for all of these people who have actually watched the reels to be like, I want to work with Mike. Everybody gets it? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make our post in social media, right? We're going to make our posts. We're going to go ahead and go like this. And first, let's show where your message is at. It's in the official corporate Nowsite group. It's in the official corporate Nowsite group. This is where your replays will be. This is where all your stuff are made. Lakestar, I know you haven't been here in a while, so just hang tight and we will be doing that. So thanks for your input. Okay, this is where you're going to find your replays at, the official corporate Nowsite group. This is the official corporate Nowsite group. And if you want to know more about me, you'll find me here. My name's Elizabeth Larson. All of my posts are made using the Nowsite system. And so you can come over here and get ideas. You can copy and paste any of those things. Feel free with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a post with a reel. Okay, so your reel, short message, short sewing of what that is, okay? And okay, so sorry, got thrown off and distracted. 3 things we do each day, right? Post on social media, comment on other people's posts, start conversations. Post on social media, comments on posts, start on conversations, okay? All right. Now, I'm going to do caption my video. Here we go. Now, you're going to describe your video and then you're going to describe what the caption you want it to be about, right? So if Danielle's going to talk and do a 60-second reel or so about one part of her story, super quick as inspiration, she's going to take what she said in there and put it in there, right? She's going to put it in there and then she's going to say what the caption is going to be about. So I have the reel that I'm going to choose for what I want to talk about today. And this is the information that I put in here. And thankfully it didn't reset this time during my meeting, but I had the backup words. So it's me talking about when you get around a group of people who believe in you and know you can do whatever you want, who are willing to stand with you in the arena, who are willing to go and help you after the dream, no matter how big or how scary. Because remember, that dream in your heart is in your heart for a reason. So make it happen, and the joy that make it happen and the joy and happiness that comes with that. Oh, sorry, from right up here. Write me a social post with sales copy about this. Now notice the different prompt. Did anybody see the different prompt that I've never said on here before? I want it to be more sales way in this one, okay? Because I'm doing a reel. So I want them to get a little bit more of that, right? Now, it's not going to have the whole giant copy thing and everything else, but I do want something of that, right? So write me a social post with sales copy about this. Get the guts to go after your dream. You can make it. Make the decision today. The time is now. Want help? Tell me in the comments what dream you want to go after, and I'll give you some tips of how to make that happen. Okay. So it gave me my writing, and then I did go and ask it to make it a little longer, of course, because I'm War and Peace. All right. Chasing your dreams takes courage, and it's a journey I've personally experienced. Having faced countless challenges and doubts, I've learned that the time to act is always now. There were moments when I felt overwhelmed and unsure, but pushing through those obstacles had led me to where I am today. I'm here to support you in your own arena, standing by you as you pursue your biggest aspirations. So I invite you to share your dream in the comments below. Let's conquer it together. Whether it's starting a new career, creating something unique, or achieving personal growth, whatever your heart desires, it's there for a reason. Now is the perfect moment to take that leap of faith. Ready to make it happen? Remember, every big achievement begins with a single step. Let today be the day we start turning our dreams into reality. Okay. So first thing, couple things I'm going to do. I'm going to break this up and put some extra space in there. Because if I leave it that together, it's going to be really hard to digest, right? And especially with reels, the more breakup you can have in here with the emojis, the easier it is to digest in that, right? Because most people who are watching reels are doing it on their phone, not on the computer. And the longer the scroll, the little bit harder for that is, right? Okay. So now I could put an offer in here if I wanted to, for a meeting, a phone call, something that I'm doing, hey, let me know if you want help. You can come over to my community, whatever it is. And remember, if you're building a team, you have a community. You have a community. You could also be inviting people here to this community to build out your affiliate, right? Okay, so I'm going to hit post. Now, when I come over here to Reels, I'm going to hit create reel. I'm going to add a video. And this is more about getting my message out. So there's lots of ways you could do reels. Steve and I are going to talk about something one of these days coming up about using other people's reels to gain more followers. But this is about getting your message out and sowing seed as you being branded for yourself, right? So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this in here.
The thing I'm trying to get you to think about is when you get around a group of people who believe in you, who know you can do whatever you want, who are willing to stand with you in the arena, who are willing to go help you go after that dream, no matter how big or how scary it is. Because remember, that dream's in your heart for a reason. You didn't just come up with some idea one day to say, I think I'm going to write books, or I'm going to be a speaker. You didn't just come up with that. Something in you knows where you need to go. Something in you knows what you need to create. And the people that it's going to help, if you do.
Okay. So there's my
The thing I'm trying to get you to think about is,
and I got to try to, I always
when you get around a group of
people. Okay. Now I'm going to hit publish. I copied everything in here. Now I hit publish. Now remember, your reel is going out to everybody, not just to your followers, not just to, not just the people who are friends and following you. But here's the thing that's really important to see in this also, okay? We're going to come over here. Did it really happen that quick? Your video upload is ready to view. And then there it is.
Get you to think about is
Now I've got
where
that,
you
right?
need to go.
Okay. Now,
Something in you knows what you need about is.
come back. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to show you something though. Steve, I'm going to use yours because you always let me pick on you, and thank you for that. So where are your reels? Okay, so when you make a reel, this is what it turns out with, right? All of the information is down here. And if I just see the hashtags right here, I don't know everything that it's about. That's why you really want the writing of what it is in there if possible, right? But there are people who only make the reels and they don't make the regular post. And if you only have a bunch of these, somebody who's coming over to your profile may not watch those to see who you are. So you do want to have a variation of both, right? Now, here's the other thing. If I take that same video and I come over here and I add it here instead, and I go like this, I'm going to show you the difference in the way that this posts. So when it posts, when you post a video this way, it's going to go to your friends and followers, and you'll see the writing up above. If you post it in Reels, it goes out to everybody. It's not just your friends and followers. So if you are trying to attract new people, you want to do it that way. But occasionally I will post my videos like this as well. So there's my reel. I will post my video the other way. It's got to take a time to actually get together, but I'll post it the other way as well, because I want the writing up above and I want it to be easily seen on my profile with that too as well. So let's do this. Let's make our posts so we can share them, because I know there's several of you who want to make your posts. I'd like to see your posts of inspiration of your story, because the more authentic you can be about your story out there, the more you're going to attract your tribe, right? So let's see your posts of inspiration. Let's make a post of inspiration. If you already made it, that's cool. And here's your homework for today. You guys excited? For those of you who want to do homework, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to feel like you're going to be condemned if you don't do it and come back the next day. Perfectly fine. No judgment here. But I do know I have some go-getters here who are always like, what's the next thing I could do, Elizabeth? What's the next thing I could do? And so here's what we do. Today, I would love for you to do a 60-second reel or a minute and a half reel or something. It's just a short reel of what's of something that's important to you. That is your message. And I would love to see some of those tomorrow. So if you would like to be one of the ones like showcased tomorrow, so people can hear you and your message, and I'd love to showcase you tomorrow. Let's do some reels over, and you don't have to do it right now, because I know to do a reel in less than 5 minutes and get it back and stuff like that will be tough, right? So if you're ready to share your post, put your link into the chat and raise your digital hand. We're also going to do questions, but I do want to do, did I really say that? Chandler Bing. Okay. Still working on stuff. So let's take 5 minutes. Let's go make the post though. And just make an inspiration post. Now for Wednesday, some of your hashtags could be Wealth Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday. Those are two that have worked very successfully for me. Steve will put some in the chat of what he does, because he always goes off the rails and does something different, and it always works really, really well. So Steve's got great ideas for and that's Paul's newest best friend, right? By the way, just so everybody knows, Paul and Steve are now new best friends. So, but let's see an inspiration post, okay? And then I'll do questions.
Romance.
You're a beautiful person, Paul.
Only because you're shining off of me, man.
All right, we'll stop.
I love it. Okay. All right. So share your links now in the chat so I can find them. If you and let's see some inspiration post, and then of course raise your digital hand. So Jenny, did you have a question, honey?
Just to verify, because I came in late, reel can be up to 90 seconds.
Steve? Steve's my real expert on time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, reels last 60 to 90 seconds.
Yeah, I tried
Okay.
around 60.
And the writing only, the writing, your written message only shows up when you post it in Facebook.
So
Correct?
go ahead, Steve.
Are you talking about your verbiage coming across the screen?
Or the text.
No, I'm talking about the long message.
That is
that's
correct.
supposed. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. My brain is working. Tomorrow I'll have it up.
You're good. You're good. And I'm excited to see this because here's the thing. A lot of people have built incredible businesses from social media by finding their true followers, not by having hundreds of thousands of followers, but having their true followers. Remember that one lady who she makes $1 million a year. She has 5,000 followers. Okay. Alex Hormozy had her on the podcast because she went to find her actual narrow target market because she knew those were the people that she would have. Now you can do it both ways though. You can just do it through lots of followers either. But the important thing is your message is true to the people that you are trying to reach. That's the biggest part of what we're trying to get across to you guys. All right. Diane's going to share. Dr. Singletary has one today. Fantastic. Diane, did you have a question or a post?
There we go. I have a question. I've got like my 1 minute video that I've done for YouTube. Can I use that in a reel? It's too long, I suppose.
A 1 minute video, you said?
Yeah, but it's not quite 1 minute.
No, that's fine.
Can you use it in a reel?
Yeah, and here's the thing that I want you to think about. Your reel is a YouTube short, right? So you could use a YouTube short. You put them everywhere. You could do it in a TikTok. You could do it in your YouTube short. You could do it on Instagram. You could do it on Facebook. So yeah, use the one that you did for YouTube and put it over into your short. The only thing I would not do is I would not make a 1 minute miracle on your product with a product name or company name and use that. That's the one thing I would never do.
It's one that I've done, but I'll talk to you later about it today.
Okay.
The coaching. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
I would like to do that, but I don't know how to do it.
And then we're going to start working in some YouTube too. We had a couple requests for people to work in YouTube, so we're going to do some things in YouTube here now also. So if you guys are ready to get into gear and go in a direction, don't worry, I won't scare all the other people who don't want to do video. You know, we're going to keep a good balance around here, but all right, Danielle.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
I'm sorry to keep asking about this, but it's tied in with how I want to brand myself. So I'm stuck. I just can't figure out how to do the banner. I spoke with Steve. Steve gave me some tips, but I don't know how to do that. Is there like a course? Is there something that can help me figure out?
Did you watch the thing I gave you? Did that not help?
I never got anything from you.
We put you into the link of I gave you the free course. You didn't get it? You don't
No,
have
you told me Dawn was supposed to send it.
Stay right here after this meeting.
Okay.
And I'll show you where you log into to get the free class. Because I gave you just the whole thing for free, just so you could figure out the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I did a whole 2-hour training on it and stuff. It was the beginning part of your branding. And so I gave you to you. So I'll just stick around here and I'll show you how you can go access it.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. All right. Dr. Lisa, let's bring you up here. She's on TikTok. Okay. First of all, how many people here would say that they are, I'm just too old to do TikTok. Anybody ever tried that one? I see a couple. All right. So first of all, our beautiful Dr. Lisa Singletary. Second of all, Jenny, which I've shown you guys her TikTok. Don't be afraid of TikTok, okay? It's a fabulous way of building. So let's go see Dr. Lisa's real quick. And first of all, one thing you'll notice about Dr. Lisa's is that she has such beautiful coloring in her backgrounds, right? They're stunning. All right, let me get some sound in here. And okay, there's share sound. Okay, so let's look at Dr. Lisa's. We have a 22-second TikTok here. And I'm not hearing anything for some reason.
It's muted.
There it is. Let's get back to the beginning. You guys ready?
Winter doesn't have to derail your weight loss journey. Hi, my name is Dr. Lisa Singletary, and I'm known as the 100-pound weight loss specialist because, as someone who's personally lost over 100 pounds, I now have a program that can help you do the same.
Now, what's the one thing you guys noticed first? What was the first thing you guys noticed? Did anybody catch it?
Color.
Color. What else? What did she start off with?
Introducing herself.
Right before the introduction. Let's look at it again. Dr. Lisa did something very, very important, guys. Watch.
Winter doesn't have to derail your weight loss journey.
And then
Hi, my name is Dr. Lisa.
she was
She
talking
talks about winter.
Well, she's talking about the problem that she solves, right? She's already talking about the problem and then introduces herself. Dr. Lisa was perfect. Great job. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So, here's the thing. And she's talking, and one other thing that Paul just said right here, Dr. Lisa pointed out that winter weight is the problem. Right now, we're going into winter. What does everybody think? Holidays, weight gain. It's inevitable. That's what everybody thinks. But guess what? What did Diane say the other day? Where's my Diane? There's Diane. What did Diane say the other day? She said the most incredible thing, and I was just like, that is like the video of all times. What did she say? She said, every Christmas, I've weighed less than the Christmas before.
And
Who does that? Go ahead, Diane.
and this morning I have lost 10 pounds. 10 more pounds. I'm
Congratulations.
going into Christmas with. So I really like that winter thing because I haven't been able to walk outside, but I've made a plan.
I love that. I love that. Great job, you guys. Okay, so what I want you to think about it, Paul, you don't only eat snowballs. So here's what I want you to think about. Let's think about a short video that you guys can do today to work on today. We'll play with it and look at it tomorrow, show you how your Nowsite system is going to put it out there with the correct writing to help you actually be able to, word it in a way that because with the reel, you're actually getting the person's attention with the reel first and then trying to convince them to look at the comments below. So one last thing that you could put on your videos, I didn't see Steve do this, but is you could type out. So on Steve's video where he had the problem, there all the time, and then the wording on it, he could have put the problem at the top had the wording right there, and at the very bottom of the wording had a thing of info and comments with a finger down to remind people to look at the comments, or to look at the information, not comments, to look at the information down below. Because one of the things with reels, especially with people who just scroll them and don't really do anything with them, they forget that there's stuff in the written writing in there. So a lot of times, info below or something like that, you can find that in there. So that's another thing that you can put in there as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
Steve, thank you for letting me pick on you.
That's quite all right. I love the abuse.
You're a riot. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go over to Vicky, and then we're going to go to Lamantha. Okay. Okay, so Vicky, fantastic photo and thing. The only thing is, I think I would have done the writing in black or in red to make it pop a little bit more. That's the only thing I would change in this photo. First of all, the photo's perfect. This is perfect. All of that's perfect. I would actually stop because it would just be like, what? But the writing, the what a surprise, red or black to make it pop out more against that light colored photo.
I agree with you. And I didn't notice it until I said, okay, how light it was. And I'm like, shoot.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lose that picture. So
You found that in the Nowsite program?
Mhm.
So what I would do is look up woman was surprised look on her face under image search and see if you can find the photo again.
Oh, okay.
And then
Thanks.
I would probably download that. Let me show you one neat thing that we don't do this in the Nowsite program. And this is something you guys should be doing. Okay, so think about this. I want to come over here and I'm just going to do a surprise me real quick just so I could get the photo up. But one thing that you could think about that really do that I love now, and I wish I would have been doing it from the beginning. Come on, come on, come on. This is when you put on the Jeopardy music. Do 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 do. Oh my goodness. Well, I am War and Peace. It does have a lot of information to go through about me, right? I crack myself up. All right, sorry guys. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to save a picture so you can actually use it again and again and again. And so I love this concept of doing this because if you get a photo up like Vicky just did that you absolutely love, why are you taking so long? It's probably time for reset. Somehow it always happens during this time. Anyways, I'm going to show you how you can search the photo, find the photo, and then save the photo into your library so you can use that again. Because that photo of Vicky's is one that can be used again and again and again for different things, right? Just because you use a photo once doesn't mean you can't use it again at a later date for something different, right? Especially photos of ourselves. Sarah Robbins and some of the top leaders do this all the time. You'll see the same photos for different kinds of posts. And so don't be scared to use the same photo again. People aren't scrolling social media for the photo. Okay, so let's change image. We're going to come over here to image search and let's say surprised woman. Okay. So if she can find that photo again, which it may take a while to find that, but whatever it is, pointing up. Let's try this again. See if I can find something here. All right, so whatever the photo is, let's just use this photo. Doesn't it look like Kylie, you guys? Looks a little bit like Kylie. Okay. So if there's a photo that you find that you want to use over and over and over again for other advertisements and stuff like that, before you go to the add to the text message, text image, before add, click this little button right here, save to my images. And once you do that, you have it there. And now that you have it there, I can click on that and edit it now, add text and do all of that, but I could do it over and over and over again. So if you find photos in here that you absolutely love or that are really cool, like Vicky's was, do that. Make sure you go and save the photo so you can actually use that photo again and again, because you're going to be able to. So let's check out our thing real quick. I love happiness and making people happy. So I've decided to surprise at least one person every month just because. Will you join me on this exciting journey to spread joy and kindness? Let's make a world a happier place together. Okay, so love the whole post here. Now, Vicky, what I would do with this is I would say I would be a little bit more descriptive right after this of what I'm going to surprise the person with. You know, because I decided to surprise at least one person every month just because I can jump out behind a tree and that's surprising them, right? Probably not what I want, but you know what? We don't get a clear picture, right? So I want you to take a moment and add in there what that surprise would look like. So people get a clear picture of what that is. And then the next paragraph, just put a little bit of why this is meaningful to you. Why that's important to you. Okay. That will get you more connection. All right. So true, Paul. All right. We need to wrap up here. I've got a hard stop, but let's go over to Lamantha for questions. Lamantha?
Okay. Hi, Elizabeth. This might be a silly, question, but
Really, all questions are valid.
okay, like when I'm in the Now site, okay, and like I go to Facebook, especially Facebook, and I right click to write the message. I can never get it to get done. So I'm not sure what's causing it, and it's just Facebook that I'm having that problem with.
Okay, are you on Windows or are you on a Mac?
I'm on Windows. It's my laptop.
Okay. Where's my Dr. Lisa? Windows, I know on Mac it's Command C. I think on Windows it's Command V. I think on Windows it's Control V. Type in. So what you would do, yeah. So Diane's saying yes. So you're gonna come over here. You'd come over to your Facebook,
right?
And you're right in here, and you get this. Make sure the little. You see the little.
Yeah, the little arrow. Yeah, but yeah, each time I tried to go and get it, right click, it just went away, and I keep doing over and over again.
Okay, so try this. Make sure the thing is blinking there, so
right,
you know that's there, and then hit Command V. And you paste all your stuff in there, or Control V for.
Okay.
Try that, and then let me know if that works for you.
I will. Thank you so much. Appreciate
You're welcome. Appreciate you. All right, so Eldon made a reel. Uncover the secrets to building thriving networking groups. Join me on the journey from zero experience to community success in Ottawa. All right.
Ottawa.
Gain valuable tips and insights to evaluate your networking game. Here's the only problem. If somebody reads this and they don't live in either one of these areas, I'm going to immediately click off of here. So just keep that in mind when making a post. The more specific you make it for one targeted area, the more that other people aren't going to watch it.
Good morning. I hope everybody is doing well, and I'm excited. I'm excited about the next year. I'm really excited. I've been part of a group called the IBN, which is called the IBN Lunch, Incredible Business Networking. But as the history of, I have a history of starting networking groups and growing them.
Okay, so love this. Couple things I would do, Eldon. Number one, anytime you make a reel and you're not just cutting it out of some other information, try to do what Dr. Lisa Singletary did and talk about what the problem is first and then everything else. So the problem was not having networking success. So have you found yourself stuck and not having success in your networking? That would be a great statement to start off with. Remember, one statement to start off with of the problem that you're solving or what you're going to be talking about. Because when we stammer a lot and kind of like, well, I'm so and so and that, what ends up happening is somebody doesn't understand where it's going and then they just immediately click off. So to get people to watch it longer, say your problem first of what you're solving or what you're talking about, then introduce yourself and never give out the name of the group, the product, or anything else, because then they could just go look it up on the internet and they don't need you. So great job, Eldon. I'm proud of you. And I can't wait to see your new one tomorrow. All right. Okay, I have a hard stop. I got to get on my next meeting and I'm way over. So ask How To Wednesday is next. Starting in 6 minutes, you can join that. You will be able to ask about websites and funnels and emails and all that other stuff in there. I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for my AI Live. Have a wonderful day. Danielle, let me grab you something real quick. Hold on. Give me one second. Anyways, feel free to unmute as you guys go. Danielle, stick around for just a second so I can get something for you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you all. And I'm excited for the work we're doing. We're going to great. Remember, invite your teammates, invite everybody here.
Yeah.
We're going to build that way.
Okay. Awesome,
All
Elizabeth.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
All
Thank
right.
you. All the best.
Bye, bye, everyone.
Love
Bye.
you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Bye, Elizabeth.